Hello and welcome to day 3 of the 21-day Ashtanga Yoga Challenge. So today we're going to look at the first 6 poses of the standing series of the primary series of Ashtanga. To warm up the body, we'll do our 5 A's, Sun Salutation A, 3 B's, and then we'll break down the 6 first standing postures. So come straight onto your mat. Let's get going. Feet together, heels slightly apart. Take a moment to just roll the shoulders back and down. Take a moment to become aware of the heels of the feet pressing into the mat. Slight engagement of the glute muscles, tailbone pressing down, belly drawing in. Let's take the hands to prayer, beginning to include an Om at the start of our practice. Inhale here. Exhale, release the hands by the side. Let's begin Ujjayi breathing in and out through the nose. Ekam, inhale, lift the arms, look up. Due, exhale, forward fold. Softness in the knee joints. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back. Chatwari, step the right foot and then the left and lower through Chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing. 5 breaths. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Sapta, inhale, right foot, then the left, front of the mat, flat back. Ashtanga, exhale, forward fold. Noah, inhale, rise to standing, lift the arms, look up. Exhale, Samastiti here. Nice rhythmic pace. Ekam, inhale, lift the arms. Due, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back. Chatwari, step the left, then the right foot to your plank. Option to drop the knees as you lower down. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing dog. 1. Softness in the back of the knees. 2. Shoulders roll away from the ears. 3. Lower body begins to draw up and in. 4. 5. Sapta, inhale, left foot, then the right to the front of your mat, rise to flat back. Ashtanga, exhale, forward fold. Noah, inhale, rise to standing, lift the arms, look up. Exhale, Samastiti, looking forward. 3 more. Ekam, inhale, lift up. Due, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back, lift the chest. Chatwari, maybe jump back to plank and lower down. Chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing dog. 1, warming the body. 2. 3. 4. 5. Sapta, inhale, step or jump through, rise to flat back. Ashtanga, exhale, forward fold. Noah, inhale, rise to standing, lift the arms, look up. Exhale, hands to side, Samastitihi, 2 more. Ekam, inhale, lift the arms. Ujjayi breath. Due, exhale, forward fold. Breathe in and out through the nose. Inhale, rise, flat back. Chatwari, step or jump to plank. Engage the glute muscles as you lower down. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Good. Shat, exhale, downward facing dog. 1, find the length through the spine. 2, tailbone lifting towards the ceiling. 3, if there's tight hamstrings, bend the knees, lift the heels. 4, 5. Sapta, inhale, steps or jump through, rise to flat back. Ashtanga, exhale, forward fold. Noah, inhale, rise to stand, lift the arms, look up. Exhale, hands to side. Last one of sun salutation A. Ekam, inhale, lift the arms. Due, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back. Chatwari, step or jump to your plank and lower down. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing. 1, press the base of your index finger down into the mat. This is going to equalize the pressure through the wrist joints. 3, 4, shoulders away from ears. 5, good. Sapta, inhale, step or jump through, rise to flat back. Ashtanga, exhale, forward fold. Noah, inhale, rise to standing, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to side, Samastitihi. Sun salutation B, Surya Namaskara B. Ekam, inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms, Utkatasana position. Due, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back, draw the lower belly in. Chatwari, step or jump to plank. Lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Warrior 1, right foot forward. Knee over front ankle as you lift the arms. Exhale, release. Step back and lower down. Knees, chest, chin if you need. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, back heel drops in and down. Lift the arms. Exhale, release. Step back and lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Tuck the chin, look between the legs for 1. You should be feeling warmer now. 2, building the strength. 3, building the stamina. 4, 5. Step or jump through, arrive at the front of your mat, flat back position, lengthen the arms and legs. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, lift the chest, lift the arms, Utkatasana. Exhale to stand. 2 more. Ekam, inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms. Due, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back. Chatwari, step or jump to plank and lower down. Pancha, inhale, upward facing, look up. Shat, exhale, downward facing. Sapta, right foot forward, lift the arms into your warrior 1. Ashtanga, exhale, step back and lower down. Noah, inhale, upward facing. Desha, exhale, downward facing dog. Ekadasha, inhale, left foot forward, lift the arms. Duedasha, exhale, step back and lower down. Triodisha, inhale. Chaturdasha, exhale. 5 breaths. 1, regulate the breathing. 2, if it's too strong on the arms, drop to knees, come into child's pose. 3, 4, 5. Panchadisha, step or jump through, rise to flat back. Shordisha, exhale, forward fold. Feet together, bend the knees, lift the arms, breathe in. Exhale to stand, 1 more. Ekam, inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms. Dway, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back. Chatwari, step or jump. Knees, chest, chin if you're getting fatigued. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing. Left heel in and down, step the right foot forward. Warrior 1, lift the arms. Ashtanga, exhale, step back and lower down. Noah, inhale, upward facing. Desha, exhale, downward facing dog. Ekadasha, left foot forward, lift the arms into your warrior 1. Dvedasha, exhale, step back and lower down. Triodasha, inhale. Chaturdasha, exhale. Last 5, make them count. 1, spread the fingers wide. 2, relax through the shoulders. 3, relax through your neck. 4, tailbone lifting. 5, heels of the feet dropping. Panchadisha, look forward, step or jump through, rise to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Saptadisha, bend the knees, lift the arms, Utkatasana. Exhale to stand, you did it, well done. Nice rhythmic pace, that's about the pace we want to be going if we go into any Ashtanga class around the world. It's a 4-4 count. Let's move into standing. So starting at the front of your mat, step or jump the feet hip distance apart and take the hands to your waist. First position is called Padangusthasana. Same thing, it's just a forward fold. Just, haha. Inhale, lift the sternum high. Make that anterior chain nice and long. Hinge forward from the hips and the bum back. Come down. Let the arms hang. If they naturally touch the floor, perfect. Wrap the piece fingers around the big toe. If they don't reach the floor, bend the knees until they do. Wrap the fingers around the big toe. As you breathe in, Ekam, rise to flat back, straightening the legs as much as possible. Dway, exhale, lower the crown of the head to the floor and tuck the chin. Your gaze point is off the tip of your nose and your elbows splay wide to the side. We're not over-activating through the arms, but we are rolling the shoulders back and down. And we're here for a count of 5 breaths. So if that's very challenging through the back of the body, the suggestion is to bend the knees nice and deep. Maybe the front of the torso makes contact with the front of the thighs as a resting point. And if you're feeling particularly long through the back of your body, you can tuck your chin, see if you can get the rib cage to touch the thigh. Breathe in, rise to flat back once again. Padahastasana, pose 2. Taking the hands underneath the soles of the feet. And what I see a lot here is that the fingers just come under. We want to really, really tuck the whole palm under the whole foot so that the toes are touching the creases of the wrist, because this is as much a wrist stretch as it is a forward fold. Breathe in, rise to flat back, draw the lower belly in, create the space, and exhale, bend forward. Tucking the chin, lengthen the back of the neck. Again, bend the knees if you need to achieve this pose. In time, we will lengthen out. Let's take 2 full Ujjayi breaths. This whole time, Ujjayi breath is consistent, breathing in and out through the nose. On your next breath in, rise to flat back, lift and lengthen. And as you exhale, stay in your forward fold, but take your hands to your waist. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, step the feet together. First 2 standing poses done. Well done. We'll move into triangle pose. So you're going to need a block for this one. You're going to take it to the other end of your mat. So we start traditionally from the front, and we take a breath in and step the right foot back. Let's face sideways on. The body wants to stay sideways on. The right foot turns out 90 degrees, and this back left foot turns in 45. Look at the alignment. The front heel is in the back, in line with the back arch of the foot. Check in with your left hip. What I see a lot is this hip rolls forward and we square to the back of the mat. We want to keep dragging the left hip back so my whole body is facing side on, and it's just the feet that have turned. As you breathe in, lengthen the arms out to the side and really extend through the fingertips to engage the triceps, the back of the upper arm. From there, gaze over the front middle finger. And as you exhale, keep that right leg straight. Find the length, the left hip presses gently away from you, and then release the right hand and we'll take it to the block. Take the block to the inside of the front foot and press your palm flat towards the block. Now, if this feels fairly accessible to you, left hip drawing back, I'm open through the side of the body, chest is equal, I'm not collapsed down, and crown of the head reaching forward. Maybe take the block to a lower setting. The palm is flat on the surface. Finally, if the neck allows, take the gaze up. What I see a lot of is the whole torso pressing forward. So I want you to think about the back of your shoulders and the back of the head pressing away to create that lovely straight line. Take one more breath. Good. As you breathe in, rise up to your T position. Very simply, we turn the right foot in, left foot out, and we do the same thing the other side. Take your block to the other hand. Gaze over the left middle finger, press the right hip back. It's as if, in this position, I like to think that I'm standing on a really high building and I don't want to fall. I stay in that straight line, because if I lean forward, I tip down. So we're staying nice and tall. As you exhale, send the right hip away, find the length, and then take the left hand down, inside of foot, to find your block. Press the back of the shoulders, the back of the head back, lifting the top fingers up towards the ceiling. And it's triangle pose, Trikonasana. There are triangles created throughout the body. Good. Take one more breath in and out. And breathe in, rise to T. So let's just take a breather there. I want to talk about the distance of the feet. It's about 3 feet, but obviously your leg length will depend on the width of your standing position. If we all mimic me, the chances are it's going to be too short because I've got such little legs. So it's about your own leg's length distance between the 2 feet. Okay, so that's just something to think about. Now we move into revolved triangle, Parivrtta Trikonasana. So to achieve this, we turn the right foot out, face the back of the mat, and then we turn the left foot in 45 degrees. Now this left hip that was staying open in triangle pose, we now want to close. So we roll it forward and we're facing shoulders and hips towards the back of the mat. This is our first twist pose in the primary series, but to get into the twist pose, it's a forward fold to begin. Take your block to its highest setting at the outside of your front foot. Nice long stance, and traditionally the front heel stays in line with the back arch. Now for a lot of people that are doing this for the first time, that is not accessible for your body. Over time it gets looser. If that's not possible, you feel like you're going to fall over, step the back foot wider, imagining that you're standing on train tracks instead of a straight line. Okay, allowing the hips to square to the back of your mat. Let's lift the arms high overhead to begin. And as you exhale, you're going to forward fold. What you're trying to avoid is rounding or hunching through the back. So I like to keep my arms beside my ears, find the length through the front of the body, and then come into that forward fold. Good. From there, relax the arms towards the floor. The left hand comes to the outside onto the block, and the right hand comes to the lower back. This may be your first position. Maybe the block can go a bit lower, your choice. What we're making sure is that this area of the lower back stays long. The twist doesn't come through this area, it comes through the thoracic part of the spine where the bra strap is. From there, roll open the right shoulder, keep the right leg straight, maybe lift the right arm high to the sky. And the key points here are to press the base of your big toes down, squeeze the inner thighs together, stay there, take 2 more breaths. 1, 2. Good, as you breathe in, find your block, rise up to T and face the length of your mat. Well done. Let's go on to the other side. So the right toe turns in, 45 degrees. Left toe turns out, faces the front of your mat. Your hips square forward. Remember, if that's challenging, to drag that right hip forward, step the back foot wider. Main priority is the front left leg remains straight. Good. Slight contraction of the glute muscles. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the arms. And as you exhale, forward fold. Find the length, find the length, find the length. Release the arms, let them hang. Right hand over to the outside of the front foot. Left hand to lower back. Now let's just check in. Squeeze the left hip back to extend the left leg. From there, the shoulder of the right arm is past the midline of the body. Press the right hand down, take the gaze up, maybe lift the left arm. 1, press into the base of the big toe. 2, extend through the legs. 3, feel that twist through your upper back. 4, and 5. Inhale, rise to T. Exhale, step forward. Samasthiti. So we've gone through Padangusthasana, forward fold, grabbing the toes, Padahastasana, hands under feet. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose, both sides. Parivrtta Trikonasana, revolved triangle. And then we're going to add 2 more poses on after this, which is extended side angle and revolved extended side angle. Utthita Parsvakonasana, Parivrtta Parsvakonasana in Sanskrit. So to get there, standing at the front of your mat, we breathe in, and on the inhale, the right foot steps back once again. Now let's look at the length. I said before it's about a leg's length distance in our triangle pose. For this extended side angle, we want a much longer stance, so about a leg and a half's length distance between the 2 feet. Same principle, right foot turns out, left foot 45 degrees in, front heel in line with back arch, back hip open, it's not closed in, so we're open to the side. Difference here is you exhale, we bend the right knee 90 degrees, and stage 1 of this is the elbow rests on top of the knee. Find this nice long stance through the side of the left body. And then you're going to inhale, send the left arm up and over. Extended side angle. So we want a nice straight line. What I see a lot of is the hip is higher up, so it's not an even line. And what that means is you need to bend through your front knee more. Also, very flexible people can come all the way forward, and that knee comes over the ankle. So you want to draw back a bit, press into the back foot. This is stage 1. Chest is nice and lifted. Stage 2, the block is at the outside of the front foot, and you plant your hand down. Same principle, the palm is flat onto the block. You're not up on the fingers. It's going to cause injury long term through the hand. So the palm is flat down. And the final position, the hand is at the outside of the front foot. But to begin, just take the hand to the block or elbow to the knee. As you breathe in, we rise up, right foot turns in, left foot turns out. Exhale, bend the left knee. Knee over ankle, left elbow on top. Swing the right arm up and over. The other thing that may happen is this. The stance is too short, so you're really bent over like this. If you're finding that your torso drops down and you're not in that lovely line, longer stance. Again, left hand comes to the outside of the front foot, take your block under the hand, and then we inhale, rise up, find the length, and then we step forward. So we'll then go into revolved revolved extended side angle from here. But I just want to talk about the rhythm of the movements. As I mentioned before, everything has an inhale or an exhale. And quite a lot of the time in class, we can spend a lot of time on the transitions, getting into the poses. So I'm just going to show you where the rhythm and the pace is. So come with me for the extended side angle. Standing at the front of your mat. Exhale, Ujjayi breath out through the nose. Inhale, long stance, right foot back. Exhale, bend the knee, come into position. So as your second exhale, you're there. 5 breaths. 1, 2. If you can see yourself in your computer or in a mirror, have a look at your position. To 5. As you breathe in, we come up, set up for the next side, so turn. Exhale through. So it's quite quick in the transition, but once we get that, it's nice and fluid. Gaze points we're going to look at in the coming days. So just think about lengthening the gaze towards the top finger. Inhale, rise up to T. We've got one more position to add on. From there, relax the arms, going into revolved extended side angle. There are many options for this because this position is quite challenging. So to begin, you're going to square to the back of your mat and lift the back heel. Drop the back knee and untuck the toe. Stay in the position you are. I'm just going to face forward. What we're going to work on is twisted prayer. So to get there, inhale, lift the left arm high. It's always the opposite arm to the leg that's forward. The space between the elbow, that's not the elbow, the shoulder and the ear, close the gap. So you're lifting up, which means we're lengthening through the left side of the body. And then you're going to twist, right shoulder back, left shoulder forward. And then you're going to drop the elbow to the outside of the knee. Now, if this is your maximum for today, hands come to prayer. Top elbow lifts and fingertips face forward. And you can just stay in this position, pressing the top hand against the bottom. And what you're aiming to try and do is the center of the chest rolls open to where the hand or prayer position is. And you'll begin to feel that nice and strongly through the QL and through the thoracic spine, maybe the shoulders. Gaze comes behind you. If you're familiar with this pose, the next position to work on is taking a block to the outside of the front foot. The left elbow links across, but instead, I want you to try and slide your elbow down. So your tricep slides down, and now it's my shoulder outside the knee. And then I'm going to plant my hand on a block. Good. So this is stage 2, looking behind. Stage 3, lifting the back knee. Good, and you can also lift the back knee in your prayer position. Working the balance. What happens quite a lot is this back heel wants to roll out to the side as you turn around. That is a stance. So drag the back heel and press it away, active back legs. Good. And that's where we're going to go today for this one. The fourth and final position, if you're familiar with this pose, and I think it's quite good to just see where this pose is meant to end up. I'll just show you, and then we'll go on to the other side. Breathe in, step the right foot back. Right foot turns out, left heel turns in 45 degrees. So we're working on that back heel being lifted, which you can see what happens to my hips. If I lift the heel, my hips square to the back of the mat. If I keep my heel down, I really have to begin to work the internal rotation of the left hip joint. And where we want to go from there, with the heel down, is a deep bend through the knee. And then we do the same with the arms. Prayer position, or the left hand outside of knee, And eventually, the final position, extended side angle, that top arm reaches up and over. But that's very challenging. It took me maybe 3 years to actually do it properly. I'd try and I'd be able to get into the physical position, but my breath would go, or I'd go really red, what I do anyway, or it was really tight, it wasn't smooth and comfortable. So they're key factors to look out for in any position. Let's just go on to the other side from here. So let's pretend we've just come out of the right position. If your knee is down, you're going to take your hands to prayer, tuck the toe, inhale, rise up, exhale, turn around, face the front of the mat, lift the back knee, lift the back heel, and drop the knee. Relax the arms, inhale, lift the right arm high. As you exhale, take the elbow across to the outside of the knee. Okay, so phase one, stage one. Elbow to outside of knee, hands to prayer. Press the top hand against the bottom and look to the back of your mat. Option two, slide the tricep down the knee so the shoulder's there. Take a block to the outside of the front foot and plant your hand. Left hand goes to lower back. Option three, lift the back knee. Option four, the heel is down on the back foot and the arm comes forward. Let's take 2 more breaths for 1 and 2. Wherever you are, release the back knee and tuck the toe. Well done. Take the hands to prayer. Tuck the back toe, inhale, rise. Exhale, step forward and release. We did it. These are our 6 first standing positions. So forward fold, extend through the inside of the legs and the sides of the body. And then we come into our first thoracic twist. Then we come into a much deeper lunge, open the hips, extended side angle. And then we come into another twist from here. That's all we're going to do today. Well done. Let's go into our 4 closing positions to end today's session. Coming to a cross-legged seated position. Taking the hands behind the back. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And as you exhale, forward fold. Yoga Mudra, sealing in the benefits of your practice. 1. Have a play around with that Ujjayi breath again. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, rise up. Release the hands from behind the back, index finger and thumb together. Close the eyes or a soft gaze towards the floor. Sit up nice and tall through the spine. 10 rounds of Ujjayi breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Taking a last exhale here with Ujjayi breathing, and then release the breath control. Take this awareness to the space between the eyebrows. Take a lovely deep releasing inhale and exhale. And from here, lie onto your back, take rest. This is as important as any of the physical movements, so please don't skip this part. Lying onto your back. Wriggle the shoulders away from the ears, allow the feet to be just wider than hip distance apart. Take the arms beside the body, palms facing up, a sign of receival. And take a few lovely deep breaths. Close the eyes if comfortable for you. And for this today's meditation or awareness practice, we'll just work on relaxing the muscles through the face. To begin, take your full awareness to the space between the eyebrows, releasing any frowning sensations from this area of your face. It's as if the eyebrows are drifting apart. Soften through the eye muscles, the muscles around the eyes. Begin to release the muscles of the cheeks. Relax the muscles around the ears. And begin to let the lower jaw become slightly unhinged. Perhaps the bottom lip slightly parts from the top. And allow the tongue to fall down into the space that's provided. And in this last minute, just notice the effects in the rest of the body from just relaxing the muscles through the face. Good. Slowly taking some deeper breaths here. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch the arms up overhead. Take that full body stretch. Bending the knees, soles of the feet to the floor, and keeping the eyes closed, just roll onto your right side. Come into that fetal position, find that comfort. When you're ready, slowly making your way up to your seated position once again. Take your block under the sit bone if you need. Take the hands to prayer. Take a lovely deep inhale and exhale. Closing today's practice on and on. Inhale here. Namaste. Thank you. Well done. Day 3. You might find that your body begins to be a little bit sore after a few days of practicing sun salutations every day. And also the mind, can start to play tricks on us. My only advice is keep going. Keep going and you will begin to see the benefits.
so often, and I'm speaking, you know, from personal experience, I'll have the greatest intention, and then maybe I won't do that bit, or maybe I won't roll my mat, and maybe I want that extra 20 minutes in bed. Just stick with it, override those feelings, because if we don't do anything different, we will not change. Maybe we will become stronger if we do this. Maybe our body will begin to open up. Maybe we will feel better. Maybe our whole well-being will be improved, but we will not know unless we do it. So there's my little motivation speech for you. Well done. If you're not sure of anything, pause it, look at it, slow it down. And I would say that revolved triangle and revolved extended triangle are the two poses where I see the most inconsistency in. So if you want to, take a picture, film yourself, send it to me, upload it on your socials so that I can check in on you. Okay, that's it. Me done. You done. Well done. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 4. So we've had a look at the first 6 standing positions in the primary series, and we're going to add on from there. So we're going to do all of that in that rhythmic flow, and then we're going to look at the wide leg forward folds tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Bye.